Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to try out a new product that we've used a few times and it's worked okay, but I thought I could give you a couple of tips to make it work perfect for your very first time. These are bake pops or cake pops. You get them at most any department store nowadays. Cost about $20 for the container. What it comes with is a bake pop pan, a bunch of bake pop sticks, a couple wedges that'll hold the top and the bottom of the pan tightly together while it bakes. And the whole idea here is just to use a regular cake mix. In this case, we got a leftover 4th of July cake. And they say you don't have to specially prepare this in any fashion, but then they also give you a tip for better bake pops. It tells you to add an extra egg to the mix. So today we're going to go ahead and add an extra egg to the mix. And it says instead of using water, substitute milk for water, but only use half as much. So for this one, it says use 1 1/4 cups of water, but instead we're going to use about, 5/8 cups of milk. Instead of 4 egg whites, we're going to add 5 egg whites, and that whites, excuse me, and that'll make the dough or the batter a little bit thicker, which will make the bake pop a little more moist. Okay, I took a few minutes to get all the ingredients together. Again, standard cake mix, we'll just dump that in. They asked for 4 egg whites. We are putting in 5 egg whites. I left half a yolk in there, I like that. They asked for 1 1/4 cups of milk. They asked for 1 1/4 cups of water. We're using milk instead, and we're adding half that much to make it a thicker batter. And the final ingredient is just 1/3 cup of oil. I'm going to beat this with a regular mixer, low, for 2 minutes. Okay, we've mixed the batter according to the cake instructions with slight modifications. Now, even though this is a non-stick pan, I like to use just a little over-the-counter olive oil spread. We'll add a layer of that while the oven's heating up. Bottom and top. And we'll just spoon in the batter into the cake pop pan. And we'll just do this level with the top of the pan. Okay, you can see I added cake batter to the pan all the way up to almost the top of each one. And that is Lily in the background. Well, she wants that. She'll get to sample these in about half an hour. I just pulled the 2 clips out of the bag. These will clip the top to the bottom. Just stacks right on it. And push the clip on. Push the clip on. And now we'll just put it in the oven and bake. The oven's already preheated to 350. Just gonna set it in there. The whole side up. Set our timer. And okay, it's been about 20 minutes now since we started baking, and I added a little too much batter to each bake pop, so we have a little bit of a spillage on each one. I'm just going to show you real quick. See how they're slightly coming out the top? We'll have to take one of our spatulas, trim those real quick. There it is. Pull them out. You can see how they erupted a little bit over the top. We'll pull those off. That should just flake off like that. I'm just using a plastic spatula strainer. In a close-up. All these little pieces here erupted off the top, and we'll just, like I said, use those as part of an ice cream dessert later on. Now we'll pull the clips off, the retaining clips. Still hot, so be careful. Those come off. Use a little knife here to separate them. There we go. And those are my bake pops. And they'll just pop out, and I'm going to put them on cooling racks on the table, let them cool entirely. They'll come out pretty nicely. There's one, two. When you put the cooking spray on there, that helps a lot. Okay, it's been about 10 or 15 minutes. I've let these cool. Now we're going to insert these sticks, which are the handles, into them. They have a flat part with a stop on the bottom. You just find the hard end of the bake pop, push it straight in, like that. And I have this little styrofoam piece that I drilled a bunch of holes into that I'll stick these things in there to hold them like that. Okay, I'll let the bake pops dry for a while, or cool for a while. They're almost, they're firm to the touch, not really hard. But I built a little holder out of a piece of styrofoam, just put a bunch of holes in it where I can keep the bake pops up. And I'm only going to frost one because I don't want to rob the kids of the joy of frosting the others. They really like that. So all I do is use some grocery store, in this case Betty Crocker type frosting, and we'll put some in here and just roll them and dip them in here. So let me get a spoon. Whoops, got them in a mess. Take one of the pops and just spin it in there. Pull it out. Okay, one frosting covered bake pop. Ready for a variety of sprinkles. Hard to do one-handed, I didn't prep this right. Put my sprinkles catcher down there and just spin. We'll recycle that in a second. Just let that dry in place. Like I said, that's all there is to it. Pretty slick. You can do them pretty quick once you get used to it. And just a different fun way to spend some time with the kids and enjoy yourself. Okay, I'll take some pictures, and thanks for watching. Well, how are they, Lily? Good stuff, Lily? How about you, Maddie? Good stuff? Mm-hmm. All right. Yummy! Yummy! That is an endorsement.